Kum. All right, there's a lot of in there. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Lesson 2, Arabic in the Iraqi Dialect. Today, I'm gonna go ahead and take you through some words that we often use that can help you carry a conversation, start a conversation. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it. The first three things that I want to teach you today is how, where, and what. We use these a lot in our daily lives, so that's why I want to go ahead and teach it to you. So let's start with how. I kind of taught you this in the first lesson, and by the way, if you haven't watched the first lesson, link is in the description. Go ahead and watch it because this is going to help you in today's lesson, because I want you to watch lesson 1 and then you go on to lesson 2. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and teach you is how. How is ishlon? So we can go ahead and break it apart. Apart is ishlon. All right, so that's the first thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and give you examples later. But now let's learn that. Shlon is how. When is where. When, right here, is where. And shinu is what? Shinu. All right. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, I taught you guys how to say how are you last time. But now I want to go ahead and just touch base on it again because I want to use it for some examples. And today I wrote how are you in for male, for female, and then for plural. All right, so let's go ahead and practice it again. So we have ishlonek is how are you for male. So ishlonek. And as I mentioned last time, this literally means what is your color. So ishlonek is for male when you ask a male. Ishlonich when you ask a female. Ishlonich when you ask a female. And for plural that I didn't teach you last time is ishlonkum. Ishlonkum. So we have ishlonek, ishlonich, and ishlonkum. So now let's go ahead and teach you how to answer for all of these. All right, so now how do you answer I am good for a male, female, and plural? So again, for a male, you would say zan. Ishlonek, zan. Zan. All right. For a female, you would say zena. So you just add an A, zena. Okay. And for plural, you would say zanin. Zanin. So, zan, zena, and zanin. All right, now I don't want to teach you all the pronouns today in this video. I'm going to go ahead and leave that for another lesson, but I'm just going to go ahead and touch up on 2 of them here. So, if someone asks you, how are you, ishlonek, then you would answer, ani is I, ani, zan, ani, zana. All right? Or if someone asks a group of people and you want to answer for the group, then you would say ehna. Ehna. So again, this is the letter ha. Ha. Imagine it's cold and you're trying to warm your hand. That's how I make this letter, the sound. So ishlonkum that we just learned earlier. Ehna zanin. Ehna zanin. Ani zan. Ani, zana, ehna, zanin. Now you want to ask someone what is their name. So, what is your name? So we say it, shismek. So here, shismek. Shismek. That's for a male. Again, this is combined. You could also say shinu ismek. And shinu, we just learned it earlier, is what? Okay, so isim is name. So shinu ismek for a male, and if you want to say for a female, you would have to change to ismich. Ismich. So shismek, shismich. And if you want to ask plural, bunch of people with their names, shisimkum, shisimkum. So shismek, shismich, shisimkum. All right, there's a lot of in there. The way you answer is ismi. Ismi, Rami. And same for female, ismi, whatever. And if you want to answer for your friends, shisimkum, what are your names all? Isimna. So isimna. And then you blah blah blah, say the names. The second thing, we earlier just learned where, which is when. So now if someone asks you, where are you from? You'd say, I am from in the country. So how would you say, where are you from? You would say min wan. So here, min wan enta. Min wan enta. And to answer that, you would say ani min al-Iraq. Ani min al-Iraq. So here, min wan enta. Enta is another pronoun. This is you, right? And ani here, this is I, that we just learned earlier. Ani min al-Iraq. Now, some countries we add al, and some countries we don't. So it's just going to depend which country it is. So another thing that I want to teach you today is, do you want anything? Do you want anything? So you would say shit, read, literally saying shit read. And shit read comes from shinu trid. Shinu is the verb that I just taught you earlier, is what? What do you want, or do you need anything? So shit read is the combination. You could say shinu trid, or we just combine it. Shit read, okay? So you have shit, read. And then to answer, you would say ma read. So la is no. Ma read she. Ma read she. So this I don't want, and this anything. Okay? So shit read, what do you want? Shinu read, you would answer la. Ma read she. Or you don't have to say la. You should say ma read she. I don't want anything. Another two verbs that I want to teach you today that you could also use, and then I'll give you some examples, is living and going. So when you meet someone, you ask him, how are you, where are you from, and then you ask him, where do you live, and or where are you going, or something like that. So living is, you could use sakin or ayish. So we have sakin, like saki, sakin, and ayish. Okay, sakin, ayish. So you would use what we just learned earlier is when, where, when sakin, when ayish. And the other one that I want to teach you is going. Going is rayah. Rayah. So this letter is not in English, is the ha letter. Also, this letter is not in English, is the ayin letter. So you just gotta practice. It comes from deep in the throat here. So when sakin, where are you living? When ayish, where are you living? And when rayah, where are you going? So let's go ahead and visit some examples here. So the first thing that, the first example that I want to show you is when sakin. We literally just learned that. And for female, you would say when sakna. Okay, so you just add an A, kind of like Spanish. Some of the verbs, you just add an A. So when sakin, when sakna. And how would you answer? You would say ani, because ani sakin, and you would say the place. Ani sakna for female, and you would say the place. Another example is when rayah for male, when rayha for female, and you would answer ani rayah, ani rayha. Another example is min wan enta, where are you from? Min wan enta, and then for female you would just replace this with I. Min wan inti, where are you from? Ani min America, ani min America for male and female. It's the same. All right, so thank you everybody for watching. This is it for today. I don't want to overwhelm you, so I'm going to keep making these videos and just give you a little bit every time I make a video, so that way you don't get overwhelmed. And every new video I make, I'm gonna bring back some of the stuff that I taught you in the previous video, so that way it kind of register in your brain. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe, and thank you again for watching.